Yeah, let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put on the mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it.
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned into another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. Man, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man.
Happy holidays, man. Shout out to everybody, out there celebrating. The ones who are not celebrating, blessings to you guys as well.
Yes.
It was a great holiday for me.
Man, you know me, Capricorn gang,
yes,
had my birthday on Boxing Day.
Happy belated, yes.
I'm still celebrating, man.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
As you should celebrate till 2025.
Bottom line, man, So, yeah.
But, yeah, man, shout out to you.
And shout out everybody that gave me those birthday wishes, man. All my folks at Westview, all the young people that I'm around in regards to like just community leading and trying to build you guys up to be great. Shout out to you guys for all the love, man, that you guys showed me, man. Got me feeling real special out here. Yeah.
But listen, guys, again, go to the website.
Yes.
www.hhhoops.com.
Yes.
Listen, you got the merch.
The merch is out, man. Looking fire right now, baby.
Listen, we're about to drop a series amazing line soon.
Yes.
Some graphic tees. Check us out soon, man. They're gonna be on the website for sale. You can purchase them there.
Right.
Shout out to the Distant Cousins, man.
You already
Title
know,
League.
man. It's all love, baby.
Run Your
all
Race.
love.
Shout out to Run Your Race. 100K subscribe.
Come
man.
on,
Listen,
man. Talk to them nicely,
dope.
man.
Yeah,
Talk to them nicely.
We're up next, though. Believe
Come
me,
on,
we're
man.
up next, man. I want to get into it because we got a lot to unpack
Yeah,
today.
Man.
We're gonna start out with the NBA, of course, and we are going to start out with Mike Brown from the Sacramento Kings.
That's some bullshit, bro.
He was fired. He was fired a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings, what is their record? I'll tell you right now what the record is. But they haven't been playing. For them to have 2 All-Stars, ain't no way they should be this bad.
Right.
They have 2 All-Stars and a 6th Man of the Year award winner, and they suck.
And 3 All-Stars, really. DeMar was an All-Star.
Well, his ass ain't.
Right,
listen, man, his ass ain't. You know what I noticed about DeMar DeRozan, and you tell me if I'm wrong. They're 13-19 right now, Sacramento Kings.
On a losing streak.
On a losing streak. What is it, 4 or 5 game losing streak? They just lost to the Lakers last night. Again. So the Lakers swept them this year, which Sacramento Kings been sweeping them for the last year. Mm-hmm. There's been a record or something where Anthony Davis hasn't beaten Sabonis in 14 or 15 games, something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. And now is this reverse. AD whooping his ass right now.
Yep.
They didn't even have Braun last night. AD dropped 36 on their ass, and they're just a very bad team.
Yeah.
13-19. They're on I think at the time when Mike Brown was fired, I think they lost 4 in a row at the time.
Something like that.
What is your thoughts on this?
Man, if I can bring it back to that Detroit game, you know what I mean? They had the game in the bag. You know, they kind of let up. They were only up 3 with a couple seconds left. I think every coach tells you, you know what I mean? Under 5 seconds, we'll give up a 2. But no threes and don't foul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for De'Aaron Fox just to have that brain fart. Foul Ivy on the 3. Ivy hits the 3 and ends the game at the free throw line.
That's bad.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, Mike Brown's going to call that out, man. He did it. He did what any old school coach treated like a learning lesson would do. I can't personally talk to you face to face because you're a diva. I'm going to talk to you through the media. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you through the media and let you know that you cost us this game. Where was your head at, bro?
Okay, I'm not with you on that one, where coaches should talk to players through the media. I think he could have done it differently. And I'm not mad at it, but if you have to go a route, I think, pulling the guy aside and talking to him that way. If you can't talk to him that way,
I think he has. I think he has done that already. Because they were already talking about bickering between Mike Brown and De'Aaron Fox. That was already out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'll just he probably went the route already of talking to him on the ones.
Couldn't get to him.
All right.
Listen,
You just cost us the game in front of everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With a bonehead.
That was a bonehead play. Like,
and
you're
our leader.
You're our leader. What are we really doing? You know, so it sucks that the organization of Sacramento would make him run a practice the following day. You know what I mean? Do the media thing the following day with media. And then when he's heading in his car to go to the airport to get ready to play LA, he finds out he's fired.
So that's on his way to the airport to play yesterday's game.
Yes.
Oh wow.
That's some BS. And shout out all the coaches, like Coach Malone from Denver, who used to coach for Sacramento. The Kings.
Yeah. Was he a head coach or assistant coach?
I think he was a head coach at one point.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a head coach. And he was just like, no balls, no class, bro, from that organization. Straight up. So he's the same dude that fired Mike Brown is the same dude that fired him. You know what I mean? And he got a text, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he got a text?
He got a text.
Wow.
You feel me? So Sacramento Kings got me feeling like Shaq right now, back in the day when the Kings and the Lakers used to go at it and Shaq called them the Sacramento Queens.
Sacramento
You feel
Queens.
me? Like, that's some real queenish behavior.
That is bad.
You know what I mean? You don't do that shit, bro.
No. Give the
These guys
guy,
are men.
the guy
At
just
the end of the
won
day,
Coach
they're
of the
men.
Year.
Right.
He's just won Coach of the Year.
And he has a winning record with that team in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, so it was like 100 and something to 77. I believe.
Right. What are we really doing? But like, you always hear like when things are going bad for teams, it's usually the coach that gets fired first. Then they start making trades. So you know that probably hasn't changed. That format hasn't changed, or formula hasn't changed. But that was some bullshit, because Mike Brown's a good coach.
He's a good coach.
He's a solid coach.
He's a good coach, old school coach. I like the way he goes about things. He's very intense. He's not afraid to actually hold his players accountable. I see him when he's yelling and screaming, and you know, some guys are just afraid to say anything.
Right.
They're afraid. Like Budenholzer, he's afraid. He won't say nothing to this guy Beal, who just be doing the dumbest shit sometimes out there. So I respect that as a coach, but De'Aaron Fox and these players, things need to change.
Right.
And this is why the NBA as a product right now is just not very good. It's just not very good. And this is why the ratings are down. It's just not very good.
I'm a man, BJ Armstrong, man. You know, I was a fan of him when he was with the Bulls for the first three-peat, and I know he's doing this thing behind the scenes as an agent and all that good stuff. He just said, like, the imagination, the creativity from players are gone. This whole analytic bullshit, you know what I mean? These dweebs, no disrespect, but you guys are dweebs.
No disrespect.
Guys that never played ball like that, but they understand where most baskets are coming from on the court. You know what I mean? Now it's like, I remember at one point they're saying no more mid-ranges are horrible shots. You know what I mean? Corner threes or layups, basically. That's the game right now. So it's more, guys are more robotic. Players and organizations are looking, not players, but organizations are looking for players that are more robotic. And that's shitty right now. I remember Mike James. Shout out Mike James. He's overseas right now, killing it, like always. Mr. Euro basketball. He said, like, you know, the game is too robotic. I'm paraphrasing, but he just said the game is so robotic that there's no more creativity. You need someone like Mike James in the league right now. You need guys that can create off the bounce. You need more Shays out there. You know what I mean? Like, from in all sizes. So, yeah, I wouldn't say the numbers are down compared to how it was in the past, but that's one of the reasons, man. These guys are just too freaking robotic, bro. And it's, and these analytic guys are just taking over the game. Like, it's like science versus nature. Sometimes you gotta let nature just rock. You know what I mean? If you could hoop, you could hoop. Pick up guys that could hoop. You know, don't try and create shit. Make your own players type shit. And this is what you guys are doing. Everything is a corner tray ball, or, you know, you ever see a transition play and everybody's going for threes?
No one's going to the basket.
You feel me?
They can't do no 3-man weave or nothing like that.
Like, bro, 3-man weave right to the three.
Right to the three?
Like, what the fuck, bro? It's sorry for cussing, but like, dog, it pisses me off. Shout out the NBA. They went toe-to-toe with the NFL, though, Christmas Day. Even though the NFL had like 24 million and 23 million viewers on Netflix that watched, and we had like maybe on average 4 mil for all games.
All games?
You know what I mean? Which isn't bad. You know what I mean? But you know, just for the simple fact that the NFL is like, yo, and the NBA is down right now. Let's bully these guys.
Yeah, they want to step on it.
Right?
They want to step on it.
And they're on Netflix, but
it's a lot easier to reach on Netflix.
Oh, good point. Very good point.
Like most people already have Netflix. Most people aren't gonna be like, oh, let's switch to cable and go to ABC, even if it's a free channel. They're not gonna be like, oh, let's just turn it on.
You're gonna go Netflix. Just the way we're
Everybody's
going.
on Netflix.
Yeah, man.
But I want to get back to so Sacramento Kings, they shouldn't be this bad having De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, and then DeMar DeRozan plus 6th man of the year. Right. I don't think this is coaching.
No, it's the players.
I think this has nothing to do with coaching. I think that this is they don't have great shooting. They have DeMar DeRozan, who is not a great winner. He's not, for damn sure, not a great leader. And this is what they get, because at the end of the day, everybody thought this was a great pickup when they signed DeMar.
Right. You
when
know
DeMar
what?
got traded, everybody was like, "Oh, this is a great pickup for them," and they got worse. They got worse with him.
They had all 3 levels at the end of the day, because Fox he's a 3-level scorer, but he's more of a mid-range, and he can hit the 3. But his main thing is he's fast as shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he's not consistent with the 3.
He's very fast, and his speed alone could offset a lot, could create a lot of damage. Sabonis, the playmaking big, you know what I mean? That rebounds well, like, and then throwing in DeMar, who's a mid-range god, like, yeah, on paper it works.
DeMar DeRozan's a loser.
But no,
he's just a loser.
I'll give you that. Like
he's a loser.
His style of play, and as Raptor fans, we've seen that. We've seen that.
I've seen it for many years.
We have, and
he is an absolute loser.
I've heard the man say, all those times we were losing to LeBron, if we had LeBron on our team.
That traumatized you, because you always say that when we talk about DeMar.
Come on, bro. You don't say shit like that when you're going to war, bro.
He's
even
a loser.
After the war. Even after the war, fam, you don't say shit like that. But he said it, and I heard it. There's no take backs. And Kendrick wants to say, yo, we got DeMar back. You can have him.
Yeah, you can have him. He's an absolute loser. Every single team that he's left gotten better. When he left the Raptors, we won a goddamn chip the same friggin' year. Right. With the same team, minus his ass and minus Pirtle bum ass. Minus them 2 bum asses, we won a championship.
No Pirtle slander on my Pirtle slander on my watch.
We got rid of those 2 bums and we won a chip. Like,
there we go,
you know,
man.
He left San Antonio. San Antonio's competing right now. They're a better team.
They are.
He left Chicago. Chicago's in a better place than they were last year.
Giddey just had a triple-double last night.
Like, every team that this guy goes to, they just become shit. He's a loser. It's the bottom line. Him and the owner are losers. And I'll never forget, yo, you shitted on Drake, that owner. He let you use that jet, and you want to wear that shirt. Not like us. You absolutely right. We're not like y'all. Y'all some losers.
Straight up.
Y'all losers.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you gotta put into consideration that teams are ready for you now, fams. You know what I mean? Like,
listen,
you caught guys the last 2 seasons. You guys caught guys out. You caught some.
They should be better.
You caught some teams off guard though.
They should be better. They got better players. Supposedly, they should be better.
They got the same players.
And they're worse.
They got the same players, and they added DeRozan.
Yes, and you're shit, and you're worse. So what does that lead to? DeMar DeRozan, you are a loser.
Well, yo, De'Aaron Fox not taking no credibility for it, man.
Well, he said he's guilt. He's playing loser basketball. So let him be. And I'm a De'Aaron Fox fan, but you're just playing. You're so used to playing loser basketball, you don't understand what it takes to win. You don't get it. That's why you do bonehead shit. When people have been playing bad basketball for so long in their career, how do you get these guys to play good basketball?
Facts.
This is why Draymond Green said to Buddy Hield last night, be ready, wake your ass up or go sit your ass down.
Facts. No, you're right. You're right.
These guys ain't used to playing winning basketball.
Facts.
The Bradley Beals, Buddy, like DeMar DeRozan, they're like, yeah, they've won in regular season. Yeah. Cool. But what about when it matters the most?
Individually, you became an all-star.
When it matters the most.
All-NBA, but when it matters most,
you never
winning
there.
Time.
You're not there. So these guys don't get it and they don't understand. And this is what's happening. But anyways, we're off.
No. But I like where you're going with that in regards to, like, you know, coddling players.
You gotta call them out.
You know what I mean? You coddling them, and then when it's really time to perform and they can't, you gotta call them out.
This is why Rock,
because they've been so entitled. And it kind of sounds like how the basketball community in the 6 is right now. With youth basketball all the way up into high school. You guys be coddling these kids. You know what I mean?
They act like they have zero.
From grade 4 all the way to grade 12.
You can't critique them.
Right? You can't critique them.
You can't critique the players.
You feel me? And then when you critique them, their parents get upset. You know what I mean? And their parents go talking to the organization to get you out of coaching. I know I kind of sound like I'm hurt, but shit, that shit happened to me. Like, you feel me? And it's just like, what do you mean you can't critique a guy? You know what I mean?
So how does a kid get better if you can't critique him?
Bottom line.
If you can't tell a kid, hey, you need to work on your jump shot. I'm not saying the kid got to listen to everybody, but the ones that know, the ones that have done it, the ones who actually know what they're talking about, if they can't critique the actual player, then how is a player supposed to get better?
Facts.
If you've just been telling him he's been great all his life. It doesn't even make sense.
And providing a platform for him to be successful.
Yeah, well.
I'm telling you, you can't press the reset button. This ain't NBA 2K. No. We press the reset button or create your own team and player. It don't work like that, man. No. And you're seeing that just off of De'Aaron Fox's attitude towards this situation.
I like him, but I wouldn't want him on my team.
Facts. Just from his brought back memories, like bro, about how these youngins in the 6
he's a loser
are being brought up.
He's used to playing loser basketball. He's used to going home, you know, and not playing in the end of June to the end of June. He's not used to that.
Right.
And he never will be.
Like even last night, I believe he had 29 and 12. On paper, that looks great. But my dude, you took 22 shots, bro.
No impact at all.
None. You feel me? So I don't know,
anyways,
bro.
Man, we'll move on. I want to talk about this whole All-Star weekend format, the new format. I guess you said there's 4 teams, right?
There's three NBA teams, and I believe they're gonna take the winner out of the Shooting Star, the Rising Stars tournament. The winner advances to be the 4th team in the NBA All-Star game.
That's just
NBA
stupid.
All-Star tournament.
So what is the reasoning for this new format? Are they trying to help? Like, to me, like, if we want this All-Star game to be back the way it used to, when we were all excited as kids to watch this thing, it needs to be where the stars need to be a part of the dunk contest and the 3-point contest. I need to see Steph Curry in the 3-point contest every year.
Right.
I need to see him every year.
You need to see a John Morant.
I need to see John Morant in the dunk contest. I need to see Edwards. I need to see Zion.
Right.
We need to see LeBron for many years.
Now it's LeBron's fault. I don't know why he didn't do it.
We needed him to. I don't
at
care
least
if he's,
once.
Yes, be in the dunk contest. This is how it's going to. We're going to relive and make it better and more exciting.
Right.
And then compete in the game. It's just that simple. Just compete.
Right.
If you didn't want to compete, sit your ass at home.
But I guess everybody has a brand.
Listen, if we want the All-Star game to be better, this is what needs to happen. The stars need to be a part of All-Star weekend. It's just that simple. And when I mean be a part of All-Star weekend, not just the All-Star game.
Right.
And Edwards, I need to see you in the dunk contest.
Right.
Talk your shit.
Real shit. No, you're right.
LeBron, I needed to see you in the dunk contest 15 years ago, sir. Shit.
Right.
Like Zion, stop eating all that goddamn food, slim up, and bring your big ass in the All-Star dunk contest. Let's see it.
Real shit.
If the stars are not there, then how the hell is this thing going to be better? And then when we get into the All-Star game, I think it should be, if they're not going to compete, then make it a world versus
I was just gonna say that
versus the American.
It has to be that way.
We know that the world is gonna step on that gas.
They're gonna come for your head.
We know any team that goddamn Giannis is playing on, he gonna step on the gas.
Bottom line.
We know Luka's always trying to embarrass somebody. We know Shea is always trying to step on somebody's neck.
Right.
So they're not gonna come play games. So it's gonna force the US to play hard, or you're going to get beat by 40.
Jamal Murray's going to make a first All-Star game with that.
Yes.
Dylan Brooks is just going to fucking cheese everybody, get everybody upset. It'll be perfect.
Yes.
It'll be perfect, man.
This is how we fix this problem.
Exactly.
This other shit here, man, we're dying and we're trying to figure it out. But it's right in front of our face.
If Not Like Us is going to be the theme for 2024, going into 2025, then flip. It should be Not Like Us. America versus the world. Period. Real talk, man. I feel that. I rock with that.
Anyways, talking about Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
So Dylan Brooks, he was guarding. There was a game where Houston's in second place right now, and you got which I'm very surprised about. And then they were facing OKC. And Dillon Brooks was giving Shea fits, my guy. He was giving him fits. He scored, but it wasn't as efficient as he normally is.
Right.
And I think he came through, but the scoring wasn't coming as easy. I think the first half it was just like, bro, it was just a defensive game. Nobody was scoring. It was just defense versus defense, and offense was looking bad. And then eventually Shea picked it up in the second half,
right? And
they ended up winning the game. Really good game. And then after the game,
that was the NBA Cup you're talking about, semifinals.
Yes, there you go.
Or finals or semifinals.
Semifinals. Yeah. And then Shea had some great words for Dillon, calling him the best on-ball defender in the NBA. What is your thoughts? Because I have another guy that I feel is up there as well,
and he's representing the Six right now.
Yes, Davion Mitchell. I feel is one of the best.
Mr. Off Night. He's called Off Night for a reason, bro.
Who do you think is the better on-ball defender between Dillon Brooks and Davion Mitchell?
I mean, for me, I'm gonna go Davion just off the strength of Dillon's usually guarding the best player
every night.
You know what I mean?
And he's scoring now too.
And he's scoring now as well. So yeah, he'll get the nod by.
But we're just talking about strictly defense. I'm just talking
like, bruh, I seen Davion. All right, we got slapped. We got slapped by Memphis. Okay,
we've been getting slapped.
We got slapped by Memphis, but there was a time where, in the game, I think going into half, you had Bane versus Davion. Mind you, a possession before that, Davion lost his shoe. Ja threw his shoe.
Yes.
So the man's guarding Bane with 10 seconds to go to end the half with one shoe on, and he locked him up. But he's been doing that throughout his career.
So he locked the nigga up with one shoe.
With one shoe. You feel me?
Yeah.
That just, to me, that just symbolized what he's all about.
Right.
The best on-ball defender in the NBA.
I'm not mad at you.
You know what I mean? So
I'm not mad at that.
That's a great comparison, and kudos to both. Because I've seen Dillon Brooks make it hard for these go-to scorers to go off the way they usually go off. You know, so...
And okay, so me, what I'm gonna go with Dillon Brooks as far as the better on-ball defender, and I think he is the best on-ball defender in the NBA. And the reason why I'm going with Dillon is because not only will Dillon do a guard, but he gonna do a big man too. He gonna do a 3 and a 4. He's taller. Right. Davion Mitchell's 5'10", 6 foot.
I'll give him maybe. A 6. Yeah.
And we got Dillon who's 6'5", 6'6".
Right.
Bigger, stronger. So that's where I give the edge to Dillon Brooks. Because he guards from 1 to 3 to 4.
Right.
He can guard a 4. 4s are not the 4s that they used to be.
Right.
A 4 is Draymond Green. Dillon can guard Draymond Green.
Right.
Right? So that's the nod that I give Dillon. It's a very good comparison. But I'm going to go with Dillon on this one, man.
I'm going to go with Davion, man.
I talked to him. Asked him, man.
People out there, you know what I mean? Who's the better on-ball defender? You got Davion Mitchell, Mr. Off Night, or you got, Mr. Dillon Brooks, Father Henry Carr's finest. Who's the better on-ball defender? Link us in the comments, man.
Dillon the villain. But I'm speaking about Dillon Brooks. This is something that we weren't actually, I didn't even think about. But we got to talk about Dillon Brooks, man. Having the Dillon Brooks Cup,
straight up,
the inaugural, the first year, that he did it this year. I think it was amazing. We got to shout out to Dillon Brooks. We got to shout out to Paul Melnick.
Coach Paul Melnick. He's back.
Paul Melnick.
We took a lot of heat. Remember when we came up with the top 5 coaches of all time coming out of the GTA? And, Coach Melnick was on that list.
Yeah.
We had him at 6.
Yeah.
But, he
it was so hard because he's
the top 5 type caliber coach.
100%. But
and he's back.
It was tough because we had Coach, Petrashak there.
Yes.
So it was hard for, that's his,
you know what I mean?
That's his guy. That's his mentor, right?
Exactly.
So, but that was an amazing event at Father Henry Carr. We hope that, we get the invite and we get the exclusive next year when we do it. But that I appreciate the players coming back home and doing things like this.
More of our our homegrown NBA talent. Got to do this more often.
Yes.
You feel me? You see at Vaughn there with Coach Gus, Nickel and
retired
Wiggins.
jersey.
Them Monday will come. Them Monday will come through to do the alumni games and stuff, which is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think to solidify these prep schools, you feel me? These prep programs, You know what I mean? You need those NBA guys, those guys that been through your
Reach
program.
back.
You know what I mean? To come back and have a tournament in their honor.
Yep.
You feel me? It just adds a little bit more stability to this watered down prep system in the six.
And you got what's his name who did remember, don't forget Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray did that as well.
He did his tournament
exactly.
as well.
Exactly.
Because the first part was in Orangeville where he played at, and then the second half was out in
we need more of
Scarborough.
that. We need guys are getting the memo, but we need more of that. You know what I mean? And it'll kind of X out some of these watered down preps that should be playing high school. You know what I mean? That's my little plug. You feel me? Because there's only a few. To me, there's only 12 teams. Right. I think if we could cut down the excessive fat with all these prep programs, and just have 12 teams, 12 prep schools go at it. You know what I mean? When those kids get ready to go to the States, we won't have these little problems of the portal. The portal is what it is. You know what I mean? NIL's here, I get it. But I just feel in the six, not every school's a prep school.
Yeah,
we got to bring it down to like maybe 12. Have one league, have these guys go at it, keep it moving, man. But yeah, we need more NBA guys that played in these preps, that are in the league. Yeah, have a tournament in your honor, man. It just adds a little bit more stability.
It just looks good, man. It just
great.
Looks great.
Looks great, man.
And for him to participate, be there, get his jersey retired, all that amazing stuff. Yeah. So I got to shout out Dylan Brooks for that.
And Coach Melnick, man, he's back.
Melnick, he's back, man.
He took a little time off.
Yeah, and there's no doubt in my mind that he will bring Henry Carr back to where it belongs at the top.
Bottom line,
one of the top teams.
And it takes something like Dylan Brooks. You never know. Dylan Brooks may holler at a couple kids like, yo, Father Henry Carr's a spot. That can just change everything.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. But moving on to hip hop, we got some stuff to unpack quickly. So Kendrick Lamar, I know guys want us to stop talking about Kendrick Lamar, but it's like if when we stop talking about Kendrick Lamar and then he sneak disses, and then because he knows that that's the only way that people are going to actually listen to him. What are we supposed to do?
Right.
Not talk about him anymore? I don't get it. Like, you guys should be happy that we're talking about him. I'm not saying that this platform needs to talk about him, but it is what it is. Anyways, Kendrick Lamar did a song, or a SZA song, on her album that just dropped. The song's called 30 for 30. People, and right away when you heard 30 for 30, who has a song?
30 of 30. That's what it's called.
It's called 30 of 30?
I believe is it 30 for 30 or 30 of 30?
Well, we can find out.
Oh, it's 30 for 30 as
30
well.
30 for 30.
Okay.
30 for let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure it's 30 for 30. Yeah, it's 30 for 30.
Okay.
30 for 30 featuring Kendrick Lamar. And obviously we know that Drake has a song, 30 for 30.
Right.
What is your thoughts on this song?
The song's a banger. It's a banger, but it kind of has that.
It's the old school. What's that guy's name again? Throw some D's on it.
Yeah.
But that song was a banger.
That song was a banger. Yes. You know what I mean? What's his name? Rich Boy?
Rich Boy.
Right?
Rich Boy, yeah.
But even prior to that sample from the 80s.
It's from,
solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah. Like that caught my attention.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, if I were to track, I love it. I could bump that right now.
Yes.
But it kind of has that Super Soap feel to me, like with Drake and Lil Yachty, like, you know what I mean? Or, if I'm going to compare Drake and Kendrick, SZA, Drake and SZA, Kendrick and SZA, Slime You Out's a little slower, but same type of feel, like, man, Kendrick's getting in his Drake bag. That's what everybody's saying, like, you know what I mean?
I don't see
hitting the high notes.
I don't see the super soak. I do see. I like this Kendrick. I like this version of Kendrick more though. Mm-hmm. Like that whole him being tough. I like Kendrick with the melodies.
Right.
I don't like when he raps tough. 'Cause I don't believe it.
Well, people say the same thing about Drake.
That's cool. Drake ain't out here trying to be tough. Mm-hmm. Drake is being himself, and this is Kendrick. This is who Kendrick is. This is the version of Kendrick that I like. Him singing and harmonizing on records. It's good, man.
But wasn't he just discrediting Drake for doing that?
I know, but it's almost like a 50 Cent when 50 Cent. But this Ja Rule for singing, and then he was doing a little bit of singing.
But 50 just sang on one hook, Smile. That was it.
I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying. I just heard Smile. Like
you did it.
Ja Rule was hitting high notes.
I'm just saying. I hear Kendrick harmonizing in the song.
Yeah, I mean,
I hear it.
No, I hear that. I get it.
What are we talking about?
I get it. But you know, bringing the 50 and Ja, like, you know what I mean. When you say Ja Rule, like, remember, now when you hear the word Ja Rule, no disrespect to Ja. He's a legend.
Of course.
But when you hear Ja Rule, that automatically you think of 50 Ja ruled you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like it's a verb now. So it's like a verb that symbolizes being defeated. Kendrick did not Drake, or you know what I mean? It's just you're really trying to take bully the man out of his style, and win with it. And now all the media platforms are like, yo, he's in his Drake bag, and it's all good. But I'm taking that as a slight right now, man. Maybe that's just me.
I don't take it as a slight. I just think this is Kendrick understands that he has the spotlight right now, and he understands that anything he does, people are going to like it regardless of if it's a hit or not, right? Like people are going to like his music, so he understands his moment is now. What is he gonna do with it? That's the question. Right? Is he gonna go on? Is he gonna give us a run like Drake? I don't think so. Drake had a 15-year run. He's not gonna go on for 15 more years.
Right.
But is he gonna give us a 3-4 year run right now where he's just dropping? Let's see. But he understands that he understands that this is the formula. That shit he was doing. This is the moment right now. Kendrick is worldwide right now. It's not just I'm a good West Coast artist. I'm worldwide, and the music that he's dropping now is more of a world. Luther. He's singing on Luther. He's singing on that track. That's one of the hottest tracks in the world right now on the charts. He's singing. He's harmonizing, like with SZA. Like he gets it. This is what is going to go here. This is what's going to be on TikTok all over. People are going to make the videos. This is the format. The shit I was talking and rapping about before, it's good, but it's not going to do what I'm doing now as far as the numbers and having everybody on their toes waiting and listening and want to listen. It's just a fact. He gets it.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
He gets it.
You find Drake's daughter yet?
Well,
I'm just saying, bro, like... Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Man.
But before we I want to talk about the line that he's talking about in this Drake line, in this song SZA. He goes, "You fucking with a nigga that thinking they cuter than you," and then everybody's doing that that TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Say you can say you on your cycle, but he on his period too."
Yeah.
Is this a shot at Drake? Because everybody thinks that this is a shot at Drake. This line saying that you messing with niggas that thinking they cuter than you, huh?
Right.
Drake. He does the faces and all that stuff, and So what was your thoughts on that line? Do you think that's a diss to Drake or?
When I first heard it, yes, I did. But then after, like, maybe those are the type of guys that SZA talks to. So I don't know. There was rumors that SZA was talking to Drake at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Academics went off and said he was punching her stomach out and all kind of shit. Yeah,
right.
He was going crazy.
Right.
And he started calling Kendrick the whatever best friend. I ain't gonna say the word. But,
right. Right. So
calling him that best friend. Yeah. Now every time I think about that's my bestie. Right. I seen a few niggas online talking about she's my bestie. I was like, oh man.
There you go.
It kind of hit me.
You're one of those.
I was like, oh,
he's one of those.
You're one of those.
He's one of those.
Anyways,
that gave me that type of vibe. Like, you know what I mean? You're just defending, your homegirl's honor. Like, so.
Because if he was punching the stomach out, like, then what? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know how you can. It kind of seems like you're on the side as that best friend. Hey, right. Don't talk to that nigga, man. He ain't no good for you. Like, I get that kind of vibe.
Facts.
I don't know. Anyway, what do you think about that line?
You know what? It's a line that's gonna be used throughout the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of dudes like that.
I see dudes on the TikTok.
There's a lot of guys like that. You know what I mean? So it really hit home. That was one of those death blows, like to guys that be, you know, girls' best friends.
So and what is your thoughts on SZA? Is she the mole? Like, because I don't know, I'm getting like, damn.
You know what I mean? It's either SZA or, no disrespect, Friday Ricky Dread, man. Either or, man. Like, no disrespect, bro, but fuck, could be either or, man. Who's the mole, man? This is crazy, bro.
Damn.
Can't be doing Drake like this, bro. No,
we gotta hold Drake down from
Come
the
on,
city,
man.
right?
You can't do that, bro.
Damn.
That hurt, man. That really hurt.
That did hurt.
And it just showed how those guys just called them out, just snaked them, like.
Yeah, you can never trust the Americans on that side, because they threw him under the bus so quick, so easy,
real easy. So
yeah. And I got respect for Friday on what he's doing.
No, I mean he's setting the bar.
Yeah, especially with the hip hop. We're not a full hip hop podcast. We do both, and I think our strong point obviously is basketball, right? But he's like, when you talk about hip hop platforms in Canada, he's number one. So
he's up there, bro.
When I heard academics reading out the text from Friday to Whack, I was like, ugh.
Right.
I had that cringe moment, like, I don't want to hear this.
That hurt.
Because it just went, and then when he's like, oh, but you didn't hear from me, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
You just can't. It's like you're trying to give information over there to that side.
You can't do that, man.
To destroy what's going on over on this side.
Right. That hurt.
It's tough, man. But you know what? Listen, man. He made amends with everybody. Apparently, he said he spoke to Five. He spoke to Drake, and everybody's all cool. So hopefully.
Are they? I don't know.
That's what they said. So hopefully, something like this will never happen.
Hopefully not, man. But yeah, so, it didn't make the Six look good, man.
No, it didn't.
Like unity at all, bro. Just a lot of backdooring, man. I'm not feeling that right now.
Yeah, but yeah, man. We both agree that the actual song is actually a good song from SZA, and it's a good song.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
the track
sucks.
Tough, man.
It's a good song.
SZA's the album's out. Yeah, doing numbers.
So it's a
great listen.
Like, I know people want us to come out here and we're gonna this song is shit. No, it's a good song. I like Kendrick when he's singing. I like Kendrick with the melodies. I don't like when he raps tough. Anyways, speaking of Kendrick Lamar, I know, guys. Kendrick Lamar, cool. Anyways, he was by the Billboards. He was awarded Pop Star of the Year for 2024 on the Billboards.
Right.
Pop Star. Let me say it again. Kendrick Lamar was awarded on the Billboard the greatest pop star of 2024. What is your thoughts on this?
I mean,
but hold up, before you give your thing, do we have who he was going against? I think I have it here. Give me 1 second. Do I have it? So the Billboard Greatest Pop Star of 2024, they had Kendrick at 1. They had Sabrina Carpenter 2, Taylor Swift 3, Chappelle Roan at 4, Charlie XCX at 5. You had Adriana Grande at 6, Beyonce was 7, Post Malone 8, Billie Eilish at 9, and Jelly Roll at 10. So those are the guys that he was competing against. Drake was not in that category, but what is your thoughts? That's the lineup.
Right.
Pop Star of the Year.
I mean, all right. man. All right. I don't understand. Drake got Billboard Rap Artist of the Year. Yes. Right? And he hadn't come out with no work in the last 2 years. Well,
year and a half.
For All the Dogs came out.
October 6th, I think 6th or 3rd it came out. All right. 2023, oh my God.
Okay.
So a year and some
So,
change.
I mean, if Drake's getting Rap Artist of the Year, but not Pop Artist of the Year, and when we say pop, popular artist, you know what I mean?
Is that what it means?
I think that's what it stands for.
I thought it was the genre pop.
It is the genre.
But even the genre, what does pop stand for? Popular, right?
But when you said that about Drake, what'd they say? No, it means that the genre in his music is pop music. Right.
I was gonna get to that too.
Go,
but thank you.
Go
thank you. Let me cook a little bit more.
Go ahead.
So I'm just like, okay, so how come Drake wasn't even a nominee for pop? Because that's what he's been in for the last couple of years. You know what I mean? When he was getting all these pop awards, he wasn't getting rap. But now all of a sudden, he's getting rap and not pop, which is cool. You know what I mean? For the culture, I get it. Great. You know what I mean? But it just kind of bugs me because the man Kendrick K-Dot's only getting all this praise because he battled Drake. And you guys can say he won, and I still think Family Matters was the best track, period. Because it's all fact, no fiction. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Speaking of Family Matters.
Man, just you guys are so wishy-washy, man.
Speaking of Family Matters, why it aged so well, Drake did say Top would make you do features for change, get on pop records and rap for the whites.
Talk to him.
I'm just saying.
Talk to him, man.
I'm just saying, it's aging like fine wine. Like the man said, Top would make you do features for change, get on pop records and rap for the whites. When we look at this whole thing, we got a list of Kendrick, Maroon 5, Taylor Swift, SZA, Imagine Dragon, sorry. Ditto, Jasmine V, Lady Gaga, Adam Levine, Robin Thicke.
Right.
These are all the songs that he got features with, and there's more.
There's way more. Anyway, it's all good, man.
He deserved it. He deserved to get pop star because he's a pop star. Like I said, he's been singing in his music. He's harmonizing. And this is the Kendrick that I like better. I don't like that shit when he was rapping all tough and throwing the gangs wop. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that shit. I want him to sing.
Right. You want him to sing?
Yeah, sing.
The man has bars though. He can rap.
Of course he can rap, but sing and rap.
Right.
And for again, pop star. It's a genre. Why like what are we talking about here? Popular. I see a lot of people defending Kendrick. Oh, it means popular.
Right.
Bro, stop. Just stop, man. Just stop it. Shut up, man. Like, bro.
You know what? You guys still come in the comments.
Yeah, like, stop. Yeah,
but like, bro,
delete
but like, bro, I'm reading these comments and I'm like, bro.
Popular. He's popular. That's why. Shut up, man. Just shut up. Like, they're so sick. You think we're bothered that Kendrick got pop star of the year?
Absolutely
no,
not.
He deserved it. Luther is a pop record. It's an amazing pop record. Like 30 for 30 is an amazing pop record. God, you think you can get pop records or being like Kendrick been rapping his ass off for how many years? Facts. He's never been popular worldwide like this.
Bottom line.
So we can't talk about it's just pop. No. This is a genre. He's a pop artist. So can we so I don't want to hear in the comments, well, he's battling a pop star. What is he battling himself? And it's funny how Kendrick had a line where he goes, tell that pop star quit hiding. Really though? Really?
Really?
Are you hiding? Are you talking about yourself?
You're talking about yourself, man.
What are we talking about?
That Spider-Man pick. Like,
yeah, I know.
Point at each other.
Pop star versus pop star, right? Anyways, man. We'll talk. We have some things of our own, Hip Hop Hoops Awards.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna talk about, our favorite rap song, our favorite artist, and favorite album of the year of 2024. And we'll first start off with rap song of the year. What is your favorite rap song of 2024?
My favorite
and why?
My favorite rap song of 2024. You know what? I'm gonna have to give it to my man John Kabongo, baby. You know what I mean? Burden of Proof was a
dope record.
Tough track. You know what I mean?
Record. I love that kid, man.
John. What more can I say about him, man? He had an amazing year.
Yes.
Of 2024.
Yep.
City News at 6 is the album. Free Me. It was a nice little TikTok banger.
Yep.
So
and he was up there of my artist. But go ahead.
No, man. And I know. Just chopping it up with him lately. You may see him on the radar. You know what I mean? Next month. Rap Radar, you know. So hopefully, you never know. You know, you didn't hear it from me.
I know you're plugged in. I know you're plugged in like that.
If you see it, you see it. You feel me? But shout out John Kabongo, man. That's my artist. That's my artist.
He got song of the year. What song though?
Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof. Okay. Yes,
that track right there, man. That hit home, bro. That really hit home.
No, it's a dope track. I love the guy, man. His music is amazing. And I can't wait to see him go where he's supposed to go and where he's gonna go, because he's on his way. So, and he was I was gonna pick him, but why do I know that you're gonna pick him? I just know. So I was like, nah, I don't want to pick the same.
And he ain't a YouTube rapper, bro.
No,
like
he's not a YouTube rapper.
I think he just opened up for, was it Havoc in them? The other day, man, like, fuck. He opened up for some real OGs in the hip hop game, bro. So come on, man. He's a student of this shit, man. Give him his flowers, bro.
My song of the year, I'm gonna go with Family Matters. I know Family Matters is my track of the year. It's aging like fine wine.
Fine wine.
You know, a lot of it is just the facts in the music, which I like. Diss records that are factual,
right?
So a lot of his stuff things that he's saying are coming to light, and we're seeing it now months later,
right? And
a lot of people are coming forward with, like, I seen Joe Budden's podcast where they're like, yo, Drake is just like, Family Matters. Oh my, I was listening to it the other day. Like the way he transitions to 3 different styles,
right? And we were saying this when Family Matters came out.
It's just insane. And you know, the last verse is just like, you know, when he starts off with Kendrick just open his mouth, is like, it's just the illest verse and beat of the year, period, to me. So I'm gonna go Family Matters for my song of the year this year.
No, rightfully so.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about album of the year. Who do you have for album of the year?
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Future, man.
Well, remember, he dropped 3
now.
He dropped 3.
I mean, the one with
We Don't Trust You, We Still Don't Trust You, and we got mixtape Pluto. So
I believe the one with Metro, man.
We Don't Trust You, the first one?
We Don't Trust You, man, for sure. Because I mean, that's where everything started.
Because they all went number 1.
They did.
So you know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Listen, I like Big X the Plug.
Mm-hmm.
Take Care. I think he's such an underrated artist, you know, from Texas.
Yeah.
He got that song, The Biggest.
Yeah.
Yo, he's so fire. Yo, I like that dude. You also got One of One with Gunna. You know, that's a dope one.
Mm-hmm.
Glorious for Glorilla. She dropped 2 projects last year.
Right.
And I think she is the hottest female artist of 2024. No doubt in my mind. She had an amazing year. I was close to picking her, but I'm gonna go with Might Delete Later, with J. Cole. Might Delete Later is underrated. I still listen to it. I always rocked with J. Cole. I just didn't like how he exited himself from the beef.
I think he did, but I don't know what was wrong with that.
I don't.
Bro.
What do you mean? Like,
as in, like, the game, the industry, the culture, it's so corrupted anyway, bro.
I know, but
he's so pure. He caught the play.
I know.
He's seen how this is gonna unfold.
I know, but I listen. If I could rewind it, I wouldn't want Drake to respond. Period. Just period. And I said this. I said Drake shouldn't respond, but that's one thing I do like about Drake is that he don't duck no smoke.
He ain't
ducking no smoke. Win, lose, or draw, he's always gonna respond. Or not everybody, but he will respond. But sometimes you gotta pull a Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z don't respond. Jay-Z ducked a lot of smoke.
But when J. Cole does it, everybody wants to say, "Oh, I can't rate him no more."
I don't know.
Stop it, man.
But the reason why is because he came out with a diss.
Yeah,
he dropped the diss.
He dropped the diss and retracted it.
Nah,
you're allowed to do that,
no,
man.
You're not allowed to. You just don't diss at all.
Nah, man.
Just don't diss.
But what's the difference with people making posts on Twitter or whatever, and then erasing it?
That's goofy to me.
I mean, but shit, that's what people do nowadays,
that's goofy
bro.
to me,
this
though.
is the new age of hip hop, man. This is how they doing it.
If you're gonna drop a diss record, then just go full throttle or don't respond. And his diss record was nice.
Exactly. That's what makes it that much better. That was real tough.
Keep it going. At least it would have been you and Drake going against everybody, right? It would have been better.
I get that part, but I mean, he said what he said, and he knew the rebuttal is gonna end friendships. And who cares
about friends? There ain't no real friendships anyways in this shit.
Clearly he thinks so.
Who's his friend? Every time I see him, he's on his bike in New York City riding by himself. Who the hell's his friend? He ain't got none.
But
the only friends Drake got is the ones who are with him now. His day ones. Ain't no industry friends. Like, who's his friends? So I don't know. Anyways, that's my song. Might delete. That's my album. Might delete later.
Hold up. You got to shout out LL Force.
Man, listen,
and you got to shout out King's Disease with Nas. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. They're still doing it, bro.
Listen, I love LL. LL is one of my favorite artists, but we gonna give the what's going on now today.
You guys ever listen to Snoop and Dre album?
The Shadow Snoop and Dre.
I did listen to it, and they should have did this 10 years ago. And I think it would be way better. They should have did this 10, 15 years ago. Right now, they both 75 years old. I don't want to hear that
shit. So what you're saying is, they don't want to hear. They want to hear the older guys right now. When Drake comes out, I remember when the media used to get at Drake, say, and even Kendrick, why are you rapping like you a young boy? What you want to be rapping like LL and Nas and what? The contradiction in this industry, in this culture, it bugs me, bro.
I just don't want to hear. I don't want to hear two 75-year-old guys rapping.
What about Eminem?
His album was okay. It was all right. He dropped 2 albums last year, right? He dropped 2.
I think 2 years ago.
Oh.
But once again, another elder in the culture.
I'm okay with listening to him, but I'm just saying, I don't want to hear. Snoop Dogg is 75 years old. Dr. Dre is 85 years old. I don't want to hear them 2 old niggas rapping right now. I don't. Go sit your old asses down. And Snoop, I'm not really feeling how you retracted the whole Drake stuff when Kendrick checked you like you were scared. I don't want to hear your old ass no more. So it is what it is. Anyways, hip hop artist of the year. Who do you give hip hop artist of the year to this year?
Ah, man. He had a lot of bangers, man. What's his name? Boss Man D-Lo.
Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, I mean,
that's interesting.
A lot of the youngins put me on him, and I'm like, yo, tough. He's tough, man. He's tough. He got some tracks. Just take him in, man. He promoted his album live on like ESPN and shit. That's the first time I ever seen any artist do that. That shit was sick. And he got some singles out right now that
was fire.
That are still turned up right now. So yeah,
I never seen an artist ever do that. Go on ESPN to promote their album. That's fire. But I'm gonna go Future, man. Yeah. Honestly, Future had a crazy year. As I'm reading, it goes rapper Future released 3 albums in 2024. We Don't Trust You, released in March. We Still Don't Trust You, released in April, and mixtape Pluto. And they all debuted at #1 on the charts, man.
Future's Future, man.
They all debuted on #1. He had 3 #1 albums in 1 year. That is crazy.
That is nuts. That is crazy. Crazy.
So that's who I give our hip hop artist of the year to, man. I gotta go with Future, man.
Shout out Glorilla too, though.
She was my second. She was my second. Kendrick was third for me. Kendrick had a great year.
Right.
One of his best years. One of his best years probably in his career.
Right.
Arguably, yeah. In his whole career. He was number 3 for me. Glorilla, she dropped 2 projects this year. Glorilla, yep. What was the other one? She dropped Glorious. And what was the other one? I forget the other one's name. But she dropped 2. Anyways, that's it, man. Any shout outs?
Listen, I want to shout out Shay, man. Shay Gildress, Alexander, doing his thing. You know what I mean? I think he's second in scoring right now.
Right.
I think they're on a 6-game winning streak.
Number one in the West.
Right. Number one in the West.
He just moved up in MVP rankings to number one. He just took over Jokic last night.
There you go.
Or like
so number one in MVP rankings. I didn't select him to be MVP this year. I went with Ja. I went with Ja. Or Jason Tatum, either or.
No.
You know what I mean?
You went with Ja.
No. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that.
You went with Ja. I mean, he's hurt again.
But at the same time, when he's not hurt, he does his thing. But I'm solely talking about.
They're 25-5 right now. Crazy.
SGA doing the damn thing, putting everybody on notice that there is talent coming out of Canada. You know what I mean? And right now he's the face. To me, he's the face of the NBA. My only knock, and I hope we can get over it. It may take time, who knows? But last year in the playoffs, it was the Western semifinals. Couldn't get over the hump, beating Dallas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You guys lost, and the defense honed in on you, and we failed that assignment. This year in the NBA Cup, you know what I mean?
The Bucks.
You fell a little short. So maybe they're the type of L's you need to learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I just hope you don't end up being that hooper that, regular season, amazing. And then when it's time to add to your resume with these chips, to add to your greatness, we fall short. So I know you're hungry, I know you're humble with it.
But he don't get over the hump.
You know what I mean? Sure. I just want to let you know that we're rooting, but we don't. Please, man, let's try and get over that hump. Keep doing what you're doing, though. You know what I mean? And that's it, man. Happy 2025 when it gets here.
Yes.
You feel me?
Happy New Year's.
More strength and more progress. All that good stuff. Continue to support us. Hit us up for some merch on the website. Follow, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that notification button, man. Title League, doing big things in 2025. We already know what it is. And we out.
Let's get it.